Now, does anyone know where the word confidence comes from in Latin? If you look on your little bookmarks, it's in there. It's from confidere, I think it is, to have full trust. So when you're confident in something, then you have full trust in it. Okay? So when we have confidence, it's like if you have confidence in a vehicle, you trust the vehicle's not going to fall down and it will be safe in that time. And the interesting thing I was thinking about, because I was thinking about confidence, and with my logical mind, I thought, what is confidence to different people? Because some people it'll be one thing, some people it'll be something else. So can you see that confidence is extremely context dependent? So there are some things, again, where we have full trust in, and it's usually the things that we're confident in are the things that we've had experience in. It's really ironic that we sometimes want to be confident in things that we don't have any experience in. You know, I've done, like doing a talk like this, I've not done before, so I do have a little bit of nerves around this, but I've done a lot of things like this. When I used to train on the mines, I would stand in front of these big burly miners trying to teach them how to use a computer system. Some of the guys had never used a computer, and they were like, "Oh mate, what are we doing here? Oh, can't we do something else? It's boring." You know, like how I had to deal with people like that. It's at that point I mentioned my stand-up comedy course and the hypnosis that I know, and suddenly you'd find that everyone would sit there paying attention in case I dropped something in. But my confidence in my ability to be able to stand up and be here and do this is because I've bashed myself against challenges over and over again, and as a result I've built confidence. So remember, sometimes we think we should have confidence in something, but we've never done it. And if we don't explore what that thing is and learn about it, because with learning we build our confidence, but if we don't explore it and understand it better, then our confidence is understandably lower than it will be after we've done it for a while. And I just think that's such an important point. We often will be, by the way, we're more mean to ourselves than we'll be to anyone else. We'll say things to ourselves you'd never say to someone else. Interesting thing here is, it's a lot, I think, to do with comfort zones. So if that's you, this is your comfort zone, okay? It's a strange looking comfort zone here. And if anything happens inside your comfort zone, you go, "Oh, I can deal with that, you know. I've got to drive to somewhere I've not been before. Yeah, I've done that before. I can do that. I can do that." And then occasionally something random, "Oh, look at this person, looks a bit unhappy." Something happens out here, and this person says, "I've never done that before. That's outside my comfort zone. I'm not willing to do that." So they just leave it and they don't do it. They're not willing to do it. And then life goes on and they get a few more around here and here and here. And then something happens over here and they go, "Oh man, I'm scared. I've got fear," understandable fear. By the way, fear means I don't feel prepared for something coming up or the consequences of something coming up. So whenever you hear the word fear for yourself, it means get prepared. And by getting prepared, we'll find that our confidence builds and then we're not so scared of it. So fear is, I don't feel prepared for something that's happening or the consequences of something coming up. Okay? So if you're scared of the dark, so you're scared of the consequences of what could happen in the dark. So anyway, so all these things are happening and the person doesn't do them, and then one day this one over here happens and they just don't have a choice and they have to deal with it. They just have to. So interestingly, they deal with it one way or another, they deal with it, and their comfort zone comes out like that. But the wonderful thing about comfort zones is they expand in all directions. So because they dealt with that, the comfort zone, in this beautiful circle I've drawn here, from dealing with this little issue here, these things now are within that person's comfort zone. Okay? And they say a brain once expanded can never shrink to the same size again. So when you learn things, it's very difficult to unlearn things. I mean, you fill your mind with more things. So just remember this with your comfort zone. If you're not good at something in one area, look at how you're good at it in another area. And then sometimes that can help build your confidence, so then it becomes within your comfort zone. So another thing about a comfort zone is it is a self-imposed limitation. Because your comfort zone is your comfort zone and it doesn't affect me, not directly. So this zone here is completely up to you. I've never done a talk like this in LA or in America, but it's within my comfort zone. So, or if it wasn't, I pushed myself and said, yeah, I'm going to do that. So remember, this is a self-imposed limitation. I know that's good to know, but it's still scary. Like, we still have fears, and those fears are so valuable. Fear is trying to guide us. It's not something to be scared of. It's trying to say, get prepared.